Next, I want to talk about some of the tool features that PowerDraft V8i has to offer. On the onset, when we open up the program, it shows some toolbox features already accessible from the drawing view. If that gets collapsed, just go ahead and open it back up there. I think for what we're going to work with, we can work with most of the tools from this view, and you can investigate these other categories as well. But we'll stick with the drawing view here. And they talk about the different line tools, text tools, measurement tools, and dimensioning tools. And if there is a tool feature that you're not sure about what it is, if you hover your cursor over it, now don't touch a button, it'll tell you what the feature is. So this is the place line tool, this is the place text, edit text, and so forth. Another item I want to point out with some of these tool features are the ones that have the black triangles by them. Those ones, if you hold down your data button, it'll pull up the window that shows that there's other related tools within there. So the copy tool also has a move, scale, rotate, mirror, etc. And at the very bottom of these ones, it has an option of opening, manipulate as a toolbox. So if I hover over that and let go of my data button, click it, it pulls up the manipulate taskbar, which will be helpful so you can see all the tools there. I'm going to want to do the same thing with number 7 here, the modify element. If I click down on that and see the different related tools within there, I go down to the bottom and I click open modify as a toolbox. These will pull some other features that could be helpful for me. Another way to pull toolboxes down is to go up to your top menu here and go to the tools, and there's a couple that you want to place check marks by, such as the standard toolbox and main. Those are helpful ones to have. And then likewise, you can access all of the toolbox features also by going to tools, toolboxes. You can place check marks by every tool that you would like to have. Some of these are already up on the screen, but if you click linear elements, manipulate, another reason we could get to manipulate, we already have that up. Measure, which is already on the screen. One mode that isn't up is snap mode. This is an important one to help placing where your lines are at, so that's an important one to have. And like say we wanted to pull up text here. So every time I clicked one of these check boxes, it pulled up a different text bar or different view there. Now, and you also may notice that the features the actual toolbars may give you a few more options than what this drawing tool area gives you. So it may be worthwhile to investigate the toolboxes that way. And I'm going to close text and move some things around. Now with the toolboxes, you can do different things with them. You can float them in the screen if you want, but that could get in your way, or you can dock them into a different part of the window. If you want to move a docked toolbar out, you just grab where at the beginning of the tool feature there, and you can bring it back out. No, I didn't bring it back out, but But what we're going to do here is we're going to dock some of these things out of the screen so they're not in the way when I'm working. So main I already had up, so I think I'm going to close him for now. Snap mode, I'm going to dock down at the bottom here. Linear elements and modify and manipulate. I'm going to leave those up, and I'm going to dock those off to the side. And with that being said, I think we have most of the toolboxes that we'll need to complete our drawing. Another important thing I want to share is at this point we should probably save our settings for our file and save our file so that when we get back into it, everything will look the same and it won't be like it was before we started changing our settings. And in order to do that, first, to save our settings, you do a file and go down to save settings, and by doing that, the zoomed in view I am in my drawing, and the toolbox features and the working units and the scale and everything, that'll all be recognized when I open this file back up. And likewise, we do actually need to save the file. So to do that, we go up and do a file and save. Or let's try file save as. Save as. And I already started a file, so I'm just going to name it the same thing, my sample track bridge. And when you save a file, it always has to have an extension of .dgn. That's what the V8 Mike Bentley V8i files names are. And then go ahead and click save. Since I already had one, I'm going to replace it. And you can see that my untitled drawing changed to sample track bridge.dgn. And just for good measure here, I'm going to go ahead and do another file save settings. And close the drawing. And we'll click yes to save.